And with me now is one of the Conservative candidates for the Broadway ward, Nick Pitcher. Hello, Nick.
Hello there.
Thank you for coming in. You're standing for the first time, aren't you?
That's correct.
So what's driven you to stand, first of all?
Well, I'm actually looking a bit forward because there's a bit hope, if I get in, I hope I do. It'll be a bit of a learning exercise for me, being the first time as a councillor, learning the ropes, so that when I come to retire, I'll be able to put even more time, more effort into it. The reason I want to do it is that I just love this town, always have done. Born and bred, and when I say born, I was actually a home birth in Warminster, so I'm very proud of the fact that I'm not Trowbridge Hospital. And so in Warminster, opposite the park, so I lived there in all the holidays, the old swimming pool, golf, everything we played all through the summer there. Fantastic place, a paddling pool. It's a great asset to the town, and so I'm so pleased that it's been brought back to life again. The way it went down here with Wiltshire Council when it's in there looking after it, just got very tatty. And very quickly, fantastic how it's just been turned round and people getting back down there again. So super.
So why should the residents of Warminster Broadway choose you?
Well, because I will be putting Warminster first and foremost. I want this town to prosper, I want to promote it, I want to get more visitors here, I want to get the town busy again, really promote the town and get it going again, make it thrive. So any decision, any debate, any decision, on voting, well, I'll always be thinking what is best for the town. And I can't say it enough, this town is fantastic, very underrated, very picturesque, all the surroundings. It's one of the best places to live, one of the safest places to live. I want to keep it that way, and I want to get involved and make it even better.
You're one of the, I think probably actually the first person we've had in so far who's mentioned about the business and the town centre aspect. You mentioned about getting Warminster to thrive. How could that be achieved?
Well, I think a good model is Frome, and I hate to say that. It always,
there's a bit of a rivalry, isn't there? Yeah.
20, 30 years ago, Warminster was ahead of Frome, and if anything, it was at a bad reputation. And now somehow they've turned that right round with all sorts of things going on, mainly business-led by the businessmen, and now there's a very good footfall throughout the town centre all through the week, and the shops are thriving. So I think lessons can be learnt there. Just making every effort to make the town attractive. So, if we've taken on the toilets, so very basic things, make sure there's toilet rolls and soap and water, so if visitors are using it, everything's a good experience. And bins emptied, all just good housekeeping. And if there's one thing, obviously I'm Conservative. If there's one thing that Conservatives do well, is good housekeeping. Budget well, don't overspend, very careful with the money, and making sure that every penny, every pound counts and goes in the right areas. So with lots of thought. So that's what we also need to do there. It's not, it's not a mountain of money, a very small budget for the town, but we've just got to make sure it's spent in the right way and on the right things, on things that promote the town. And a good example of promoting the town is your radio station. So far from being a bad investment, that's a very good investment, because that's another method worldwide, because when I was in Lisbon, I turned you on, so people all over the world are listening to it, and in other towns, and when they come here, and it's another vehicle of promoting the town, which you do a very good job.
Thank you. And the people are obviously go through the town centre, see the empty or the closing down of shops, and it's difficult, isn't it? Because the town council can't force a business to stay open. So what can be done to aid the filling up of the shops again?
And you can't force people to shop in the shops.
No.
So boatloads of people at CRISPR go into Bath shopping when there's perfectly good shops here. Again, it's just a matter of promoting the town and persuading people that this is a great town and to use all the facilities. Use it or lose it is the way it is. And it's just getting that message out there over and over again, and just keep building up and keep working at it, not give up.
I'm referring a lot in these interviews to housing. As we are getting more and more houses in Warminster. So how will that affect businesses, do you think?
Well, more people, hopefully those people will use the town, and you know, the new hotel, hopefully when people visit there will use the town. When they go to Centre Parks, I think they're sort of locked in there, aren't they? They don't actually come into town. Where I'm hoping this new hotel, which is going to be a great recreation resort, will, you know, they will come out and use the town. So there's, you know, that, and then more houses, more people, you know, again, let's hope they use the facilities.
And what are your views on the car parks? I mean,
well,
people do have to pay.
Yes, and they belong to Wiltshire Council, so one way or the other they're going to be paid for. So again, so I've never been in the decision making, so as I'm brand new to the operation and how it works and how the budgets are divided, decisions have to be made on where the money is best spent. So the council either have to pay Wiltshire Council for free car parking, or it's charged. So at the moment I don't think it's making people stay away, and they can get the money back, can't they, by producing the ticket at the shops anyway. So that, yeah. So I can't see that it's anything wrong with it at the moment, but you know, when it's debated, as I was saying earlier, you know, I won't be thinking, can I save 40 pence in a car park? I'm thinking, what's best for Warminster? If someone can persuade me more people will come into the town because there's free car parking and more people use the shops, then I'll be going that way. But, you know, I have to have that debate.
Yes, you're open to being persuaded by the evidence.
I'm always. And then, and I go back to what I was saying before, whatever's best for Warminster is the way that I would be voting, every time.
Okay. The other issue I wanted to bring up was, I guess it's associated with the housing. It's the wider facilities like the surgeries and even the roads, which again the town council doesn't have direct control or necessarily even influence over those. So what would you be looking to do if you were a councillor to make sure that Warminster has got enough GPs?
Well, I think as a councillor and as a town council, you have a bigger voice than as a resident. So you can campaign as a resident to the council about potholes or whatever, you know, whatever the problem is, and whatever the issue is. But I think as a councillor and as a town council, we can go to Wiltshire Council as a body and, you know, put our case for how we see things and how they should be sorted. So, you know, let's make sure Warminster gets a fair share of the budget from Wiltshire. Let's see it coming Warminster's way, not all to Trowbridge or, you know, whatever. Let's fight for Warminster. And again, I'll go back, and we will fight very hard for Warminster.
Lovely. Well, we're just about running out of time, but the one question I'm asking everybody is, if you are elected on the 4th of May, what's the one thing you would like to achieve in your 4 years as a councillor?
Well, do you know what? It's not the big things, it's the little things. If I can go through these 4 years and ensure, like, bins are emptied in the park and all these little things, good housekeeping throughout the town, making it look smart. So if I can make sure these things happen, however, and whoever's responsible, just make sure it happens so it all looks nice and tidy. It's a lovely town, let's keep it that way.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming in, Nick. And as I'm saying to everybody, good luck on the 4th of May.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.